Nostradamus' Prophecies for King David, Part 2. This is the 6th of June 2024. I am in St. Mary the Virgin Church in Dis. J.R.R. Tolkien, who lived from 1892 to 1973, was an historian for the St. Clair family and Plantagenet, the Merovingian Roseline bloodline. Tolkien's famous poem is about the heir of David, the return of the king, King David, and renewing the senior line of St. Clair bloodline. His poem, All that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost, the old that is strong does not wither, deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken, the crownless again shall be king. Blade refers to bloodline, so it reads, renewed shall be the bloodline that was broken, the crownless again shall be king. Funded by Queen Consort of France Catherine de Medici, French alchemist Michel de Nostradamus, who lived from 1503 to 1566, recorded 942 poetic quatrains in 1555 as the Prophecies, using his Latin pseudonym Nostradamus. Mario Redding recorded 153 of these in his 2006, 2010, 2015 book. This was before King David and King John were a twinkle in the public eye, but clearly refers to them, which is why the quatrains are being interpreted here with a more correct relationship and chronology. Some of these events have already come to pass recently with incredible accuracy, and other future events are happening right now or about to happen, more or less as predicted. The interpretations are without a miss and just hits. Here we take a closer look at Redding's Nostradamus, the complete prophecies for the future, pages 110, 138, 303, 121, and 343, to show how accurately he predicted King David and King John III. That's how accurately Nostradamus made the predictions, not how accurately Mario Redding made the predictions. So first we're going to look at the birth of an island, date 2021, quatrain 121, page 110. So that would allude to, here we go, birth of an island there. And 121 would allude to January 2021. So the actual events went from 1st of November, late October to the 1st of November 2020 and carried on to the 21st of June 2021. Birth of an island, I've typed it out larger and in bolder text so I can read it. Date 2021, quatrain 121, page 110. A deep white clay feeds the rock, which boils up from an abyss like milk. Needlessly afraid the people won't touch it, being ignorant of the clay in the earth's heart. End quote. Jacob's pillow was predicted to be discovered in autumn 2020. In October 2020 to the 1st of November 2020, Jacob's pillow was dug up in Scotland in pale grey clay or white clay. The discarded clay looked like boiled milk. Scots were helping. We walked away from the stone to dig other holes, then came back to Jacob's pillow as the stone of destiny. It was actually the first stone we dug up. On the first hole we dug, and the third stone, there are other two marker stones above it. Scotland and England are the heart of the earth. Jacob's pillow now resides in England, awaiting its return to Scotland and its tour of Ireland, Scotland, England and Wales. A video was made discovering Jacob's pillow. It only got 5,000 views recorded. Most chose to remain ignorant of it, quote, needlessly afraid the people won't touch it, end quote, despite being presented with its entirely accurate measurements, stone type, and discovered at the right time and according to the ancient maps. Even Charles was made aware of the real Coronation stone by Royal Mail special delivery guarantee signed off at 7:20 a.m. on the 18th of November 2020. Previously I said the 15th of November, but that was when it was sent. But Charles chose to remain ignorant because he was scared that one of the true kings had found it as prophesied and he knows that only the heir of David, the key of David, the prophesied Merovingian king of kings, can place his royal arse on it, and the only other person to place the royal arse on it is King John, as he is the chosen of King David. This takes Charles' little common monkey arse out of the equation. Everything to do with Charles is snide. Read Jacob's Pillow, Stone of Destiny, about 15 points. Read Jacob's Pillow, Stone of Destiny. Bible prophecy claims, 1. Jacob used the stone as a pillow during his trip from Harab to Bethel. Genesis 28:18. Jacob rose up early and took the stone that he had put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil upon the top. So that means it's going to have one end of it's going to be flat. 2. Jacob's pillow was then placed in Jerusalem in King Solomon's temple until the 580 BC Babylonian invasion by Nebuchadnezzar II. 3. Jacob's pillow was taken to Egypt and then to Ireland by Tefi, daughter of Zedekiah, king of Judah, who ruled 597 to 586 BC, so that's for 11 years. And 3 days after she arrived in Ireland, Tefi was wed to the Irish king Eochaid. 4. Tefi carried the monarchy of Judah with her in her mitochondrial DNA. She was the dragon queen. 5. Jacob's pillow was then used as the coronation stone for many high kings of Ireland from 580 BC to AD 846 for 91 kings, and for the king of Scots from AD 843 or 848 to 1292 for 31 king of Scots, but never an English monarch, but 23 to 25 claimed, and never a British monarch, but 12 claimed. John Balliol, who ruled from 1292 to 1296, was the last king of Scots to be crowned on Jacob's pillow. He abdicated in March 1296, officially on the 10th of July 1296. His reign ended, and when he abdicated in March 1296, he took Jacob's pillow, the coronation stone, with him and hid it and buried it. 7. Jacob's pillow is destined to follow God's blessed people on their long journey through history. And 8, Jacob's pillow carries God's blessing upon those who possess it, which is currently me. 9, Hebrew prophets claimed Jacob's pillow would be preserved, buried, until the Lord's return. And 10, Hebrew prophets claimed Jacob's pillow would preserve the throne until the Lord's return. And 11, Genesis 49:10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, the line of David, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, dig it up, until Shiloh, Christ, comes. 12, thus Jacob's pillow would resurface 2020 to 2024, around the same time as the line of David resurfaced 2023 to 2024. 13, Judah is the name of Lower Scotland and the name of earth. Thus, 14, the royal line of David is to be preserved upon a world throne. And 15, King David, the heir of David, is the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. I'll just read those last three again, 13 to 15. Judah is the name of Lower Scotland and the name of earth. Thus, the royal line of David is to be preserved upon a world throne. And King David, the heir of David, is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. How exciting. The Scots placed a fake Jacob's pillow coronation stone for the English King Edward I, who ruled 1272 to 1307, Longshanks, to capture in July 1296. This was taken to Westminster and used for English coronations, first for Henry IV in 1399, where the English monarch sat directly on a stone despite St Edward's chair purportedly made 1300 to 1301. Pretender James I falsely claimed to be James VI of Scots from 1583 to 1603, not 1566, 1583. That was when the Jesuits and Catholics pointed to him and said, that's the missing King of Scots. And he wasn't. He was just their servant who had just poisoned them. Pretender James I falsely claimed to be James VI, King of Scots, and knew The English Jacob's Pillow coronation stone was fake, so hid it in a box under St Edward's chair in 1603, or more likely his son did in 1625. This fake Jacob's Pillow coronation stone was then stolen Christmas Day 1950. Then a second fake Jacob's Pillow was given to the British and used as a fake coronation stone in 1953 and 2023. These are now doubly fake coronation stones. There's about 22 different Jacob's Pillows in Scotland scattered around the place for tourism, but essentially it was a recovered sewage manhole cover. Circumlocution is talking around a topic while avoiding the topic. The copy of Jacob's Pillow was used to coronate Elizabeth II on the 2nd of June 1953, where the Archbishop of Canterbury recited his prayer, which was a circumlocution prayer. Quote, O Lord and Heavenly Father, exalter of the humble and the strength of thy chosen, who by anointing with this oil didst of old make and consecrate kings, priests and prophets to teach and govern the people of Israel. It's in capitals. Bless and sanctify thy chosen servant Elizabeth, who by our office and ministry is now to be anointed with this oil. No mention of stone, no mention of coronation stone, no mention of Jacob's Pillow, no mention of the Stone of Destiny. Queen Elizabeth and the Archbishop of Canterbury were acknowledging that the purported coronation stone they were using was fake and doubly fake. Political correctness, page 138. Yeah. Political correctness 1, date 2032, quatrain 432, page 138. Quote, a time will come when meat gives way to fish, which is now. Communal law will go against the people. The old order will fight hard and then be ousted. The will of the people will be repulsed. End quote. The time has come where the fake royal family and their political beast government system have got the people arguing over the simplest things, i.e. what we eat, and there will be such stupid questions as what is man and what is a woman, when it is clearly obvious that DNA makeup is the answer to those silly questions, as nature does not make mistakes. As for communal law will go against the people, end quote, it is thus, the greater communal majority of brainwashed, brain-dirty people will commune together and call any person with common sense or logic and any standard of intelligence a name with phobe at the end or ism or ist to try and subdue the group mind that possesses logic and common sense, which is a danger to Charles and his beast government system. As we can see clearly, the old order is fighting hard to force-feed this madness down the people's throats. They are force-feeding political correctness to the people like sugar, and by doing so, they are repulsing the will of the common-sense, logical people. But King John III and King David, the prophesied Merovingian King of Kings, have come to put an abrupt halt to this madness and to stop it completely, because the two real kings want to set the people free and not subdue them, and they will set the people free. The final Pope, quatrain 984. The final Pope, date 2084, quatrain 984, page 303. The king makes a statement completing the hecatomb. After having discovered its origin, a flood of marble and lead opens the tomb of a great Roman of the Medusine persuasion. Hecatomb is a great public sacrifice, originally a slaughter of 100 oxen in ancient Greece or ancient Rome. When the true king is in place, he puts a stop to all wars, because the hecatomb means a great public sacrifice, and the version of that nowadays is war, which is a needless loss of innocent life. It is prophesied the true king stop all wars. Quote, after having discovered its origin, end quote. After having discovered its origin, all wars have been started by religion and politics. A flood of marble is the Vatican, and the opening of the tomb, end quote, reveals the evil secrets and snake-like serpent ways in which it has been run. They are lower than a snake's arse. You can't get lower than a snake's arse because it drags along the ground. Once the guise of religion and politics is washed away, community, unity and harmony will reign again. Heaven on earth, the Garden of Eden. Hence, no need for another pope. The present one will be the last, as the true kings will be the representation of the Creator's will on earth. Pope Francis abdicated his main title, Vicar of Christ, on the 25th of March 2020 and again on Easter Friday 2020. And now that he knows King David is alongside King John, he is doing the same as Charles and Camilla, packing his bag and wagon and trying to sneak out the back door. Now that the three popes, white, black, grey, know that King David is back alongside King John, they know the reign of terror is over. They are scared because the prophesied Merovingian King of Kings is back. Salutes to June 24, page 121. Quote, Mars and the sceptre are like husband and wife. Under Cancer there will be a calamitous war. Soon afterwards a new king will be anointed, who for a long time will appease the earth. End quote. Mars and the sceptre is war and the law. Cancer is the 25th of June to the 22nd of July 2024. And this is also QUATRAIN 624 for June 2024. The calamitous war is the war in the Ukraine and Gaza, and more importantly, the spiritual warfare between good and evil. Soon afterwards, a new king will be anointed, end quote, confirms the other prophecies that the anointed king, the King of Kings, would raise out of the Merovingian bloodline. For the crowning, quote, soon afterwards, is the 23rd of July 2024, or soon after that. Appease is to end war and put an end to strong, unpleasant feelings. This is done incrementally, quote, for a long time, end quote, tying in with the third to last quatrain, Nostradamus takes his leave. 148, Nostradamus takes his leave. Nostradamus takes his leave, date 7048, quatrain 148, page 343, quote, 20 years after the moon's reign is over, another monarch will take over for 7,000 years. When the sun finally takes its leave, my prophesying will be accomplished, end quote. The moon represents Pisces, as does the planet Neptune. The moon's reign is the transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, which is now. The moon is the feminine, the sun is the masculine. The moon is silver, the sun is gold. The age of Aquarius is the golden age, and gold is represented by the sun. The golden age is the messianic age, and the Messiah is the Son of Man. Quote, when the sun finally takes its leave, my prophesying will be accomplished, end quote, means the new monarch that takes over is the anointed one, the Mashiach, the prophesied Messiah, the Son of Man. And when he decides to take his leave, it means all the prophecies have been fulfilled and peace will reign eternally. Genesis 49:9, and who dare wake a sleeping lion? And who dare wake a sleeping lion? The anointed Merovingian King of Kings, the Lion of Judah. So that is Nostradamus Prophecies, part 2. So enjoy. There's the Lion of Judah there, which has got wings, so it's the lion in ascension. And here's the bull or oxen with wings, so it's the bull in ascension. That represents King David, the Lion of Judah, and that represents King John.